Hi folks, this is the 11th of November entry for Eloquent NaPodPoMo. I've still been quite under the weather today, so I've spent most of it watching movies and the latest episode of Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, which I have opinions on. But not really any podcasting stuff. I've listened to a few in times when I didn't really want to stare at a screen, so some fun stuff that's come out recently. And I actually had a couple of questions or comments on Twitter from yesterday's episode and tonight, so I thought it might be worth commenting on them. At Susie Hula has asked... it's almost said in a rhetorical way, so I'm going to try and phrase this. There is age-old advice about having a banana before you do something? This is news to me. Is this like bringing grapes to someone in a hospital thing? Yes, it might be. It made me panic that perhaps it's not a thing and I've just made it up at some point. But no, I did a Google search on bananas for energy, and they're supposed to be great pre-run or pre-workout food because of the slow release of energy and because they introduce potassium very quickly into the body. So they're quite good for vitamins and nutrients that you might need, and are fairly low in carbohydrates for the amount of food that can fill you up. I also had a tweet from @Katie Charoux, who said that she hopes I feel better soon. Glad that I got to watch some films. Did I say on hashtag iPod Nano Ping Pong that it's norovirus? Yes, it is norovirus, and that is the best hashtag I've seen in a while. iPod Nano Ping Pong is great. I was actually contemplating the NaPodPoMo hashtag the other day. Mostly the na bit, because it's not national, it's international. So is it InPodPoMo? And is it national? Have I just made up that it's national? Have I completely misread the thing? I'm sure it's National Podcasting Posting Month in the same way it's National Novel Writing Month for NaNoWriMo. Something to research and Google. Get back at me. See what I've said completely wrong there. I have, however, this evening recorded an episode of Across the Arrowverse. We wanted to get that done because I'll need to spend a bit of time editing it, and times when I've recorded then edited straight away, it's not an enjoyable task. Editing's not the most fun anyway, but it's always best to give yourself a little bit of separation so you're not expecting badness when you get to it. You're not thinking about that moment you want to get to and edit out. You're listening to the whole thing properly and doing a good job. We ran fairly long on this record, so I'm going to do a bit of editing for content, I think. We tried to keep the episodes to about half an hour, and we ended up recording for about 45 minutes. I know there's some stuff that we generally spent some time looking something up, so there's some excess in there to cut out, but I'll probably take out bits of discussions that either we piled onto a point or aren't totally relevant, and are just us being a little bit silly. So, that's all my update for today, and I will be back tomorrow when I will speak to you on the 12th.